I think you're live, honey. You're live. It says live. And loud cars are going by because, man, that just sounded amazing. That little car with that little 4-cylinder and no muffler, that was amazing.
Yeah, sorry about the noise. We have to open the giant doors here so we can get cell phone service because our Wi-Fi here is redonkulous. It's terrible.
What are we doing?
We're waiting. We're waiting for the people.
We're waiting. What are we waiting on?
People.
The people.
The people. We're giving them a chance to get on
Well,
here.
there's people on YouTube. Is there anybody on Facebook? There's 51 people on Facebook.
Oh, there is. Okay, perfect.
YouTube's jumping up. You got people.
Oh, okay, we got people.
You got people.
Good.
Merch launch.
Merch launch.
25 summer. That didn't come out right, did it? Summer 2025 merch launch.
Yeah.
Is here.
It is here. Almost all of it's here. We got one hat to be delivered early next week, but it is, I just went ahead and put it on the website. I just did like a stock photo since it's not here in person. But you're really excited about that one though.
Yeah, I am. If it'll ever show up.
Yeah, it'll get here soon.
Yeah.
So, okay, lots of things today. Obviously, we're going to go over the I didn't even really have to turn down any.
You're going to start this off with that?
No.
Oh, okay. You just didn't want to forget.
Yeah, I just didn't want to forget. I was showing everyone that I didn't forget, and I have it.
Does no dumb questions apply to me?
No.
Okay. Fair enough.
Most of yours will be inappropriate for this.
Doesn't mean they're dumb.
It might.
Okay, so summer merch launch. Also, before we get into the merch stuff, we still have a good supply of all 3 scents of goat's milk soap.
Yes.
The DJ's vacay vibes. We're reconnecting on Facebook. We lost Facebook.
I hate Facebook.
We're boycotting Facebook in
are.
a way.
Oh my
So
gosh.
while we got you guys on YouTube, we're going to talk trash on Facebook. But anyways, kidding. Ghost Milk Soap, our collaboration with our good friends. 3 different kinds of Ghost Milk Soap. Lavender Chamomile, DJ's Vacay Vibes, Oatmeal Milk, and Honey. Still have a lot of that. We bought...
And lotion.
And the hand lotion.
Yeah.
Yep, we did buy a lot of soap on purpose because the first time we did it, it sold out immediately. We were like, okay, we're gonna have to do something a little bit different. Because when this goat milk soap has to come all the way from Connecticut,
yes,
from Simon Says Farms, it's worth buying a bunch at once. So all 3 types of soap plus the lotion are still on the website. We are not out of any of it, which is good. We're trying to keep a supply in for you guys. It's actually been selling a lot lately, like quite a bit.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I helped DJ fill orders one day. We did a bunch, like some orders.
Yeah, we did.
And they were all soap.
Yes. Sorry, I was reading a few comments. Okay, let's hop into it.
Hop into it. Okay, first things first.
I want to start with this one first.
Okay, well, you know, just you afraid somebody's going to be mean to you?
They are.
Oh, okay. Not these people.
Not these people. These are the good people.
Yeah.
But there are mean people that are mean to us in comments.
It's funny, no one's ever really mean to me in person.
No, they're never mean to me in person either.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm scared of you.
they are scared of me. A lot of people are scared of me. So I did this shirt. Don't be mean. This one's a little big for me because usually I don't wear larges, but this is just the one I happened to open. So,
If I just happen to open a shirt, I'm just going to happen to open the one that fits me.
I just didn't. I just grabbed the closest one at the time. The other day.
Okay.
Okay, what's the big deal? I didn't want to have to open another one.
Well, I've never like accidentally worn a 3X and went, well, I got a 3X. Okay. DJ's
Whenever you're
angry.
done. Okay, now you can talk about this one.
This is our Burley Bow fishing shirt that we partner with a company called Burley Bow, obviously. And they do some custom logo stuff. So Houston's got his own little merch line now. We started off with his hats, which we still have in stock. Houston, if you don't remember, Houston's a Whopper Plopper and the bass fishing hat. So he's expanded into some fishing shirts. So we have this in the exact same camo, exact same shirt, in people driving by on tractors honking at us.
Yeah.
Exact same shirt in adult and youth. So it's a really nice, really comfortable shirt.
Yeah, they are super nice. I have a couple of them, and they're super soft.
Well, Burley Bow's kind of a name brand company that's popped up. They're from Texas. It's a small family business that started, and they're in like all kinds of boutique stores, and like Academy Sports sells them. They're all over the place now. So it's kind of cool to partner with a good. I just really like their clothing. It fits really good.
It fits good. We actually found Houston some shorts and
I got
some shorts and so really good stuff.
How come we're not seeing
I don't
any new
know.
comments on
It's
Facebook?
not like, I mean, this is updated, but the comments are not coming through for us on Facebook, guys. So I apologize. It's just like stuck right here.
Yep. So to go with the shirt, Houston's got a new hat.
Yes, it's
So
super cool.
It's got his own little logo on there. When I walked out of the house earlier, I was gonna wear one of these hats, but I was like, that's a little too much. A little too much Houston.
Why?
Well, I thought that because I was like, well, that's Houston on my hat, Houston on my shirt. And then when I was walking out of the house earlier, Emily was like, Dad walking around here with Houston's name on his shirt. Oh. I'm like, you do something.
Yeah.
You do something,
participate in this.
and we'll build you a brand. And
No
she's
kidding.
like, no,
No.
not that. So, anyways, this is Houston's new hat. So it says Houston Arms Outdoors, and it's got his HA logo.
But it's like a performance, like, top hat. It's cool, and
I think a lot of golfers wear this style of hat. Maybe, obviously not Houston's logo, but this type of hat.
yeah, for sure.
Golfers and fishermen and stuff. So
Okay.
it's a cool hat.
I'm gonna put these on the website now.
Yeah, you might ought to do that
I should.
before we go through the whole list of stuff.
Sorry guys.
DJ did a lot. Usually her summer launch is kind of light.
Usually I have like 3 items, but things just kept popping up and coming up. So, like this shirt, I wasn't planning on doing this. We had everything pretty much done and decided on, and then I posted that video, and the feedback was amazing. And so I thought, why not make a T-shirt that says "Don't be mean"?
Kind of like your hat.
Kind of like my hat. A lot of people loved the hat.
DJ sold a bunch of these. I don't understand why. Like what? I don't get it.
Really?
I don't get it.
You don't get it.
I don't get it.
I get it. And the people that know us get it.
The ones that know us.
Yeah, the people that
Those people?
these are the people I'm talking about.
They get it, huh?
Yeah, because these are the nice, good people, not the haters.
But they're not buying it because of me. They're buying it because of their husband. So that's nothing against me. They're sorry about their
But
husband.
all husbands have something in common. And I feel like...
I can tell you one thing they got in common.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you're done.
Men.
Yeah, exactly. They're men. That's why us women need that hat, because you guys are guys.
More stuff.
Okay, everything should be on the wall.
ArmsFamilyHomestead.com.
.com. Please don't purchase anywhere else of our stuff. I mean, our stuff. Don't get it anywhere else besides Arms Family Homestead, because that's not us.
You're not supporting us if you buy it off of Etsy or Amazon or eBay or some random website that's got something that looks like one of our designs but in totally different colors.
Yes.
Those
Also,
are all fake.
I want to make note on the website. You'll see 2 of these and 2 of the other green T-shirts that we're fixing to show you right here. One is adults and one is youth. Please be sure when you're adding to your cart that you're getting the correct item.
What if I want a youth 3X?
That doesn't exist. So please just pay attention to that, because we got, adult and youth.
Adult and youth in matching colors.
In matching.
Exact same shirt.
Exact same shirt, yeah.
Yeah, here's your one.
Okay.
Here's your one.
Here's
You're proud
this
of this one, aren't you?
Oh, you are the one that opened this one, I'm pretty sure. So? It's not your size.
I didn't wear it.
So?
So? I opened it for your video the other day.
Okay, anyway. Here's this one. I know it's probably backwards for you guys, but
Yeah, it's the pits trying to film on iPhone. We just
it
film,
is.
do our live streams on our phones instead of some sort of fancy camera rig. So
Yeah.
it may be inverted, but I promise
Yeah.
you it's not backwards in person.
Yeah, these
Although
are-
if it was backwards, we'd be able to sell them as misprints and they'd be like limited edition.
It's true. It's happened before.
It did happen.
So you got the big fisherman, little fisherman, super cool, and then on the sleeve it says Arms Family or AFO, Arms Family Outdoors.
Because that's not a YouTube channel.
It's not a YouTube channel, but
It's just a lifestyle.
it could be both.
Okay, so that one's in adult and youth.
Yes, we do
So,
have some
matching.
youth in that. This one is our summer tank. Do your best. These are the super soft comfort color that I love and I do every summer. They're so comfortable and cool.
Yeah.
And if you upsize them, if you like go to the beach or go to the lake, whatever, it can work for a cover up. Oh, this one was an extra.
Daddy's Guide Service.
That is not what this shirt says. Dad's Fishing Guide Service right here. Sorry if it's inverted again.
It doesn't say Arms Family Homestead or anything on it, but it's just a cool shirt.
It
was just
is.
the idea I started saying back, I don't know, a couple months ago when we were fishing, because every dad out there understands when you take your kids or your wife fishing, it's just work. It's work. So now Houston and Jacoby are getting old enough, and I don't feel that because I've had them in there. I've had them out there taking care of themselves fishing for so many years. But when we go sand bass fishing in the creek, and I take DJ and Emily, Dad's Guide Service fits tremendously. I love them. I love fishing with my girls. I love it. It's so much fun. And Emily is just the prettiest thing ever. She can stick a hook in every tree limb on the creek, every rock in the water. I bet she probably lost a jig one every 5 casts when we were sand bass fishing in the creek. But she had fun.
She did have
And
fun.
I cannot fish when Emily is there sometimes. It's just, she's so funny and goofy. You can't get mad at her. But so Dad's Guide Service, you just if you're dad, you understand.
Yeah, for sure. Also, I'm sorry. Some of you guys on YouTube are saying it's blurry. I'm sorry. It looks clear on our end, but there's nothing we can do because it's terrible here.
Call and complain at the telephone company.
Oh,
Chickasaw
call the Chickasaw
Telephone
Telephone Company, Sulphur, Oklahoma, and tell them, like, the road right north of us. How far is it from here?
Less than half a mile.
Less than half a mile. Down that road and down that road, they all have fiber.
Fiber optic internet.
Yes, and
We're on dial-up here, I think.
yeah. Oh my gosh, I
It's
hear
DSL.
it. I hear it when I turn my computer on. It's like, whee!
It's DSL, but we're so used. The thing is just north of us, right here, like I can see houses that have fiber optic internet. Along the highway, there's no fiber, but if you go this highway 2 miles south and then turn and go a mile, we have fiber optic internet at our house.
Yeah.
So there's a fiber line in the ground right there. I mean, 100 feet from our building.
Yes, it's super
And they
frustrating.
won't share it with us right now.
No, and they can't give us a timeline on that either, which is even more frustrating. Okay, one more item. And usually I don't do this during the summer, but I saw it and I thought, oh, how cute. It's a little tote bag. It's denim.
It's perfect for summer. If
It
you're going to the
is.
lake or the beach or something, just to throw your underwear in a bag or something. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Your groceries, a grocery bag. You
It
take
could
it to
be
the grocery
groceries.
store, you know.
Someone said Starlink. We tried that here. We did try that
We
here.
do have,
Yeah.
okay, so technically we have 2 Starlink systems. I bought the Starlink Mini to be able to use here and on the road if we were uploading and we were out of town. The upload speed on Starlink, at least for us, is horrible. It'll download and run stuff just fine. The upload speed's what we need for live streams and for uploading videos. It's terrible. And you have to set the with the Starlink Mini, you have to set the little receiver outside. Well, we're in a metal building,
Yes.
so it doesn't carry, the signal doesn't carry very well. Now the main big Starlink system that we bought it to use at the lake house, because that's the main internet provider at all the houses down there. It's got an indoor, like, I don't want to call it a modem, it's not a modem, but an indoor receiver to pull the signal, so it's not as big of an issue. But Starlink is just not great here for us personally for live stream stuff.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Someone asked what the bag said. It just says "do your best" on it.
Yeah.
Pretty simple, but super cute. And then on the website is a hat that we do not have here yet. So if you go ahead and place that order, they should be here like Monday, Tuesday-ish. So I'll just hold. Well, I talked to him yesterday, and they're supposed to be here Monday or Tuesday. So if you place an order with that hat in it, we'll just hold that for a few days until it gets here, and then we'll get those shipped out. So.
Yep.
So really that's it. I mean, we still have some stuff on sale, and we've got a bunch of the fishing tees, the long sleeve. We have a bunch of those left over, and
Not left over, just we
Well,
still have some in stock.
yeah, we still have some in stock. And then what else?
And then
I think that's about it. I'm trying to start like getting a game plan on what we're gonna do, what all I'm gonna do at Christmas. It's still early for that. We'll do a small fall launch. But yeah, I don't know what all we're gonna do at Christmas. Pecans.
definitely pecans.
Pecans.
And we will not be mixing pecans and soap.
No.
So the soap will end this fall before we ever
Yes.
get pecans.
Yeah, we're not combining those again. So
Yeah, not doing that. That was, I mean, it is what it is. We tried our best. We tried to keep soap and pecans separate, and we were bagging the soaps in like little Ziploc bags, and
trying to
the
keep it
pecans
all
are bagged
separate
and
and-
keep it separate. But
Yeah.
when it sits in the mail for 3 or 4 days, I could see where
Yeah.
scents from the soap could carry over to the pecans, and nobody wants to eat lavender chamomile pecans.
no. So we will not be doing the soap at Christmas. How are the tariffs affecting your Christmas plans? Is that what
That's
it's
what it said. Yeah.
I don't know yet. I don't know. I mean, to my knowledge, it hasn't impacted us yet. I guess we'll see.
I mean, we haven't noticed a difference on, like, a tremendous difference on T-shirt prices and things.
No,
you
not
know,
yet.
So,
How are the baby donkeys doing? They are doing great. Could you get the shirt that Daniel is wearing in a 6X? No. I think the biggest size was the 3X, I think.
really?
Was it a 2X or a 3X?
I don't know. You work here. I'm just a pretty face.
I know. I entered it all, but I can't remember. On a lot of this stuff, we are super limited on 2X is the biggest
Yeah.
size we could get.
And that's
on
really
these.
just because of Burley Bow themselves. I mean,
Yeah, that's just the biggest they offered. I mean, obviously I would have bought more of the larger sizes, but they didn't offer that. Could we have a Maggie Moo and the baby donkey's Christmas shirt? Maybe. I don't know yet. We'll have to see. I do like ideas, but I don't know.
the babies are not going to be babies at Christmas, though.
No, they're not gonna be big, but they'll be a little bit bigger than what
Yeah,
they are
but
now.
like 2 of them are boys, and they will be weaning
Yes.
age.
Yes. Yeah, which is a
You're
little.
gonna have to lean into that. You're gonna have to think about that.
I
Like,
know, and
Arlo's a boy.
yeah, we are gonna have to start
Arlo and Alex.
Arlo and Alex. Yeah, because we can't keep 2 boys, and I can't really keep either boy because they're related to the others. So I'm calling my friends. Who wants a baby donkey? Because I'm not just gonna
DJ likes to keep them close.
I do like to keep them close.
Close where she can go visit them.
Yeah.
You know.
So I'm hoping my donkey friend she'll take another one.
It's been a letter.
He'll be fine.
We're not asking him.
Yeah,
right?
we're not asking him. We'll just take a baby over there and drop it off. He'll be fine. Okay, so do we want to move into questions?
I don't have any questions.
Really? Hi from Scotland. Oh, that's so cool. I'd love to go there. Is it cold right now there? No? Is it ever cold there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets cold there.
But it shouldn't be cold now.
I only watch Outlander. Isn't that in Scotland?
I have no idea.
I think that's where they filmed it, in Scotland. Okay, let me see. I'm trying to go through. This one's not done anything.
I don't know. Our Facebook hadn't updated any comments, and I don't know what's going on with Facebook. Like it's.
No, it won't.
I'm sorry if you're watching on Facebook and we're not seeing any comments because, like, it's
Yeah.
not. I don't know what the deal is.
Oh,
I don't know what all these buttons do.
You're gonna mess it up though. You keep messing with stuff.
Let me explain something real quick before you go into that. For those of you that are watching, and I need to do a whole video just for Facebook, really, but
Give me that pen.
a lot of people have been messaging and emailing. What pen?
There was a pen.
The pen. Is it blue? Mm-hmm. Some people will get that. I don't see a pen. Oh, no, we're not doing a poll. That's what that button was. It took it forever to pop up on there. Did you see that?
Yeah, it's super delayed.
Anyways, our Facebook page, as of April 20th, so over a month, has been demonetized. So we haven't made a penny of income from Facebook since April 20th. And I have no idea why we're demonetized there. Facebook is horrible. Facebook's horrible. Let's just say it. Facebook's terrible.
Yeah.
Always been terrible. It's always been a problem. Facebook does not like content creators whatsoever. They don't help their content creators. There's no support. And the issue that I'm having, I've talked to probably 10 other content creators, and they've all experienced something very similar at some point. We've all been demonetized on Facebook for dumb stuff over the years. Not even anything we did wrong, just different things. This time popped up out of the blue one day. I mean, I post everything on Facebook the same. It's nothing violating community guidelines. We're not cursing. We're not showing nudity or graphic anything. Nothing. Just pops up one day and says, you're no longer monetized. You can't monetize videos, shorts, no bonuses, no nothing. And it said that our Facebook page was connected to an entity that violates Facebook's policies. So I had to go through, I wasn't meta verified. I didn't pay for the blue check mark, but I had to do that to reach like actual support. So we did. And I actually went through this whole support chat line thing, and they ended up calling me on the phone.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, sir, this is no problem. We'll have it taken care of in 24 hours. It's a common issue. Okay. Don't worry. It'll be fixed tomorrow. And nothing ever happened. And I chatted back in at least a dozen times. And I could pretty much write out the whole chat, how it's going to go, and what I send them, what their response is going to be. And in the end, they send me links that says, your page is connected to an entity that violates our monetization standards. You need to read these policies. And they won't tell me what the entity is that's connected to my Facebook page. And I don't even know what that means.
Yeah, we can't get any help.
And they just won't help, period.
No.
So I've had a lot of complaints because we're not uploading all of our videos to Facebook. I'm just sharing links. I was one of the few creators that uploaded everything to Facebook because I have a huge audience. There's 600,000 people that watch us on Facebook. And I'm not going to continue uploading all of this content for free. I mean, nobody goes to work and works for free.
Correct.
So we're just having to share links to Facebook from YouTube. So if you're watching us through Facebook, just come over to YouTube.
Please, don't fight it. YouTube is so easy to use.
It is, and they treat their creators
way better.
Well.
Yes.
And there's support, there's help. If we have a problem, you can chat in. You can chat in, and they'll fix it in a day. I've never had the kind of problems with YouTube that I've had over the years with Facebook.
Yeah.
And we've tried Facebook for many years. We've lost over $80,000 because Facebook
It was terrible.
didn't do what they were supposed to, and they sent our money to Belgium. Months and months, and 6 months probably worth of income gone.
In a split second, oh my gosh, it was awful. It still makes me sick to my stomach thinking about it.
But that was years ago.
It was years ago.
Yeah, and it is what it is. We recovered from it. It was fine. It was not our only source of income, but
thankfully,
nobody on this planet would be happy with $80,000 of their income being sent to a hacker in another country, period. And Facebook did not care.
no.
They said, we paid you. Your money went out. We only pay it once.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
So, anyways,
So, okay.
off my soapbox.
Okay, there's a couple questions that are really getting on my nerves. Hang on.
See.
Yeah,
Okay. When
I've
you
seen
ask
that
a
one like
comment
97
900
times. Yeah.
You just put them in timeout.
Okay. Thank you, because, oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Okay. Okay, so this is the first question I got on No Dumb Questions. I'm not sure what site I use. I don't know what he was talking about there. I'm not sure what site I use. I click on whatever link is sent to. How can I tell if it's Facebook or YouTube?
Well, you're on YouTube right now.
Yes. Okay, first question. Where do you see yourself, where do we see ourselves in 5 years?
We talk about that a lot.
We do.
We talk about that a heck of a lot, because this world that we're in, this content creator career, is new ground. There's not like guys that went and paved the way. I mean, like the original first big content creators are just now getting like to retirement. Like I know a few guys that are trying to find their way out or have left. Matt from Demolition Ranch, I'm not really friends with, but I know him and I watch him. Luke from Outdoor Boys just recently quit YouTube, and I do know Luke, and we've had conversations about what the end game looks like, and there's a few other guys that have been in the game as long as us that I talk to that are like, what does life look like after YouTube or content creation or whatever? I don't know what our life looks like in 5 years. I hope it's still here in some sort of fashion, creating content. Maybe, I don't know what that looks like. It may not be with donkeys and goats and ponds. It may be something, it may have evolved into something totally different. I don't know. Take Roman Atwood, for instance. Roman has had multiple mega channels, but he did all these big family vlogs and pranks and all that, and now he's doing daily vlogs, just hanging out, like just showing his lifestyle and encouraging others and supporting others. And they own a laundromat. He's a multi-millionaire. Probably, and I don't know Roman, but I would say they're probably worth upwards of 15, 20 million. And they bought a laundromat and a car wash. They didn't need to, but they do. We constantly talk about what we're going to do as a couple, as a family, to evolve and roll this into something that's dependable long-term income. Like, and I'm not going to say rental houses, but like there's a boat and RV storage down the road. Like, I think that would be a cool business to own. Is, you know, once it's paid for, it's just easy money in a sense. I mean, there's still work, but I have no idea. I don't know.
I don't know either. There's not a quick answer for that.
No, because our life has changed so much in the last 5 years. If somebody would have said 5 years ago, okay, like right now is a perfect example. 5 years ago, someone said, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I was still a state trooper. I knew it was ending because I quit in July. It'd be 5 years ago.
I know, it's insane. It's crazy.
But a year before that, I would have never said I'd be a full-time content creator and not be a trooper and not do this and that and this. I don't know. This world, and I've talked to a lot of other smaller YouTubers that are kind of up and coming. This life is like fast forward 10 times versus our normal careers that we were used to. When I was a state trooper, like it took a long time to get out of debt, to pay things off, to do things. And YouTube has grown so fast. I don't want to say our lifestyles changed, but our abilities to do things like build this building or to buy the lake house or business opportunity, like those things come up and they happen so fast. Mm-hmm. We would never, ever be able to afford to build this and the lake house and the Mill Creek property off a state trooper salary.
No way.
I mean, it wasn't even possible. But running this business, these are business. I'm like, this is a business. Like, we built a business. For sure. We don't owe a dime on this building, and it's an asset. But so a lot of people that watch, I feel like they're like, how do you afford to do this and this and this and this and this? And I'm like, we saved and we built this, and once it's paid for, like, I mean, it's hard for me to even say that we didn't get a loan for this building, but we saved up for a long time, and we put all of our merchandise income to something like this to make an asset. But our content has to continually roll into something else. So like when we bought the Mill Creek place, I mean, yes, I did a lot of videos over there, and I'll still do videos over there in the future, and we'll hunt and all that, but it's only gonna last so long for content. And it's like the pond build. The pond build has been a great series for our channel. It's been I love it. It's been so much fun, even though we're having problems with it right now. It's gonna end.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's gonna be done. And I'm gonna go over there one day and be like, well, what do I video? We go catch some fish, but I don't have a project, you know? So we move on to the next project. And it's just fast forwarded our life so much, I feel like. So I don't know where we'll be in 5 years. Hopefully we'll still be here with you guys.
Hopefully.
Or maybe in a much bigger building. I don't know.
I don't even know.
I don't know if I want a much bigger merch building. If we do that, then we're gonna have to hire some people.
Yeah, and that's a whole nother thing. Okay, second question. Do you and Daniel feel more in love since kids are older and you have more time for each other?
Yes!
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, really, yeah. Well, no,
for sure.
Do you feel you're more in love since the kids are older?
Yes, we're not in the trenches.
That's the thing, and we've talked about that a lot too.
Yeah.
We're not constantly taking care of toddlers, we love our kids and we do a lot with our kids. You guys see that all the time. But
they're with us all the time.
Right. And I would say in the last year or so, we've talked about it on video multiple times. We've got to a position in our family where we can just go do something together, and we don't have to worry about we do worry about where the kids are, don't get me wrong, but like Houston's at a buddy's house and Emily's 17, you know, like she maintains herself.
Learning to adult a little.
A little bit.
Little bit.
She's getting some responsibilities, I guess. But I mean, she'd rather be off doing stuff on her own, you know, and I say this, Weston's 23 and he's off doing stuff of his own, but Weston and Emily are both at our house right now.
They are.
Probably sitting in the recliners watching TV, if I had to guess. Weston's supposed to be weed eating and mowing, but they're probably sitting there watching TV.
They might be, for sure.
But we're not near as tied down to, and like DJ said, in the trenches of raising kids.
Oh my gosh.
What did he say, or Cassie?
No, it was him. I don't know which one it was, but that ton of kids. Where's Houston? Where's Houston? Where's Houston? He's at a buddy's. Yeah, that's where he is. So yes, for sure. Third question: how old is Bear, and did you get him as a puppy?
Bear we were debating on this the other day. He's right at 10 years old.
Yeah.
Houston will be 13, so Bear's 9 right now. He wouldn't quite be 10. We got him as a puppy.
Yes, we did.
He was a little bitty fur ball.
Yeah, he was.
He's been around for a long time.
Thank you for the compliment on my tan. That's why I love the beach. Okay, so I got an email from Amber, and she had several questions, and I just paraphrased. She wanted to know if we were raised in church.
I was drugged. I was
actually drugged.
I was drugged to church as a kid. I didn't mind going. Actually, my grandparents lived right across the road here. So my parents got divorced when I was young. I was 5, 6 when they separated, and then my mom died in a car accident when I was 6. And she worked at a little country store that was right up the road. I wish it was still there. It's called Buckhorn Store, a little gas station. And my grandparents lived right across the road. Like, I can see their house from here. My grandparents didn't go to church, but my uncle did, who lived next door to them. And my dad went to church every once in a while. But there was an old couple in the church just down the road, 2 miles away. And I say old, they were probably, when I was 6, 7 years old, they were probably in their 80s. They looked like they were 107, but their names were SL and Irene West. And Irene was the sweetest old lady I'd ever met in my life, and I was scared to death of SL. He was old, hardcore, old generation. You know, this would have been in the early 90s. They were in their 80s.
Yeah.
So they were old school folks, and they'd pull up in this boat of a car on Sunday mornings and pick me up because I was the only kid in Sunday school. Irene was the Sunday school teacher. This is how small the church was. I was the only kid in Sunday school, so she would pick me up so that she could teach Sunday school class. Sweetest lady ever. And that was a church I got saved in. And then later on down the road, I wasn't the only kid in Sunday school, but when Chopper took over, you know, they had Chopper had, which was DJ's family, believe it or not.
Yep.
My cousins were the other kids in that church. And then I, you know, as I got older, I went to a few different churches and got baptized at a First Baptist church in Sulphur. And anyways, yeah, I grew up in church, but it wasn't like what we're raising our kids in church. Like my dad went to church some. My mom's family was Catholic, and we're not Catholic. I'm not Catholic. And I really never had a chance to be in church with her, really.
Yeah.
So life was chaos as a little kid, but I had this sweet little old lady and her grouchy old husband. They'd come pick me up every Sunday morning and drag me to church. And it worked. It was just this little country church. It's still there.
Well, I grew up in Church of Christ until my parents got divorced when I was about 11-ish, somewhere in there. And then when we moved to Sulphur, I started going to Oasis on Wednesday nights. That was the First Baptist Church for youth. It was their youth group, and he went. We both went there.
DJ didn't know I was there.
No, he was younger than me. So yeah, I went there, and then which this kind of leads into the next question. It said, Amber asked, "Did you ever slack off from church or God?" And definitely after high school, yes, for sure.
Pretty much all through college. But I mean, at least for me, I can't speak for you. I was off on my own, doing my own thing. And
well, that's, yeah, for sure.
My family weren't, I'm not going to say they weren't religious, but my family didn't go to church on a regular basis.
Yeah, that was my same situation for the most part. And then it wasn't until we got together and your dad passed away that we started going.
Him passing away, I feel like, is what brought us back to church.
For sure.
And I don't know why.
And the fact that, like, one of my best friends at the time, we worked together.
Yeah,
her dad was the pastor at our church that we've been at. He's not the pastor now, but he left a year and a half after we started. 2 years?
I don't think it was that long.
Yeah.
Because Dick's been there 16 or longer. I don't remember. He's been there longer 16 years.
So anyway,
18.
18
years.
And then she asked, "Do you ever struggle with control and giving it over to God?" For sure.
I think everyone.
I do for sure. I do some.
Hey, everyone goes through that.
Yeah, for sure. I used to be really bad about it, and I've definitely, in my older age, have
older age.
Well, yeah. I'm not a young chick anymore.
You're a good-looking chick.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, I feel like that's part of it, though. That's part of your journey. Your faith journey is learning and having faith in that he's got you, you know, and you can't control it. It doesn't matter what you do. He's got his own agenda. He knows. And then she asked if I had any tips for remembering the word. I'm terrible about being able to memorize that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I have some favorite verses, but I am terrible about it. So I think my Sunday school answer would be go to church, read your Bible. I don't know what else, because I'm not.
You know what I've noticed, though, over the years? Like, I probably grew up in church a little bit more than DJ, like Sunday school. I can open a Bible and find anything quickly, where I feel like you struggle with that.
Correct.
Like, because you didn't just go through those, like, I had these Sunday school teachers.
Yeah, I didn't.
And, you know, Irene West, and then later on others that, like, every Sunday you had to learn, you had to read the books, you had to memorize the books, memorize the songs.
Yeah, I never did that.
And so I can open the Bible and find anything, where DJ has a harder time doing that.
For sure.
But she's got a much better memory. That's what's weird, though. Like, you can remember so much more than me, but it was just I don't want to say pound into my head as a kid, but
right.
There's those songs that we all, not all of us, but a lot of people, you know, remember 20, 30 years later singing in Sunday school.
Yeah, I remember specifically from Sunday school, at Church of Christ was singing, Let Your Light Shine. What's the song? Oh my gosh, I just had it and then it left me. Oh my gosh.
You remember that, huh?
I did, and then now I'm just like,
See,
I was playing the song in my head. Anyway, go ahead.
Where I was going with that, though, is like, so pretty much, I'm not going to say everybody, but a lot of people now, they when they read their Bible.
Yes,
or
this
when
little light of mine. Thank you.
Yeah, when they're
it.
looking at scripture, they're doing it on their phone. They're pulling it up on the
sure.
Bible app. Mm-hmm. And I've noticed, even with me, I'm starting to lose some of that instinct of just being able to open the Bible and within a couple books of whatever I'm looking for. You know what I mean? Like, like I in my younger years, I could just open the Bible. If I was looking for something in Matthew, I could open it up and be pretty close because I knew where it was at. And these silly phones nowadays make it harder to remember that stuff, you know. I don't know. So I just think there's something good about having a good old-fashioned paper Bible. It just feels like you're reading what you're supposed to versus flipping through Facebook on your phone and then going, oh, I'm going to read the Bible app for 5 minutes, and then you're back on Instagram. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not dogging it because, like, Houston loves it. Houston and Emily, like, Houston.
Oh,
when we were in Florida,
so mad. Oh my gosh.
When we were in Florida, Weston might have got thrown in the pool. Weston might have got thrown in the pool.
Somebody might have thrown Weston in the pool.
And then 15, 20 minutes later, Houston comes walking up with a gift sack for his mom. He had no clue. He wasn't even there. And Weston, being big brother, was like, it's time for some payback. I can't throw dad in. Houston walks up and Weston just knocks him in the pool with his gift sack for mom, which luckily it wasn't anything.
It wasn't anything.
But he had his phone in his hand. And he went to the bottom of the pool.
Yeah.
And the one thing that broke Houston's heart was he had this streak on his Bible app. It was like 60 days.
60-something days.
And he was like heartbroken because he wanted to keep that streak on his Bible app. So I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with having the Bible app on your phone, because like Houston and Emily, that's what they go to. Anyways.
Okay, next question. How did you get into photography? It's a long story, but I just love taking pictures, and my Grams had a camera and I took pictures with it for years. Then when I had kids, I just always took pictures. And then when Weston started doing more sports, I just started taking sports pictures of him and his team, and then I started making albums, and it just really evolved from there. And I got into families and seniors and weddings, and I had to do a lot of free stuff. I didn't make money for a long time. didn't make money for a long time. So consistency, I would say, is key, and teaching yourself.
Being brave enough to switch that camera from auto to manual and learning manual mode.
And it's scary.
But it's a game changer.
It's a game changer for sure.
You just gotta learn it. YouTube's got a million videos
YouTube,
out there,
Pinterest even. Like when I was learning all about it, there was no TikTok, but there was Pinterest. And Pinterest has a lot of good information. I'm sure TikTok does too. I don't have to really
There's a super chat.
do that anymore. Hey mate, could you come to Aussie? Where'd it go? For a holiday. I would love to meet you and your family. I'd love to go to Australia.
Cool.
Yeah.
Australia would be cool.
Yeah, I want to see some of them beaches we watch.
We watch a YouTube channel from Australia called YBS Youngbloods. I have no idea where the name come from. I don't know. I had no idea that the beaches in Australia were so
beautiful,
pretty.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they all are, but wherever he's at, it's gorgeous. Now, as soon as he gets on the land, it looks like a desert. But the beach looks pretty awesome.
It does. I agree.
It's a cool channel too, man. He does a lot.
It is. Number 6 on the list. DJ, what happened to your dad? Nothing happened to him. My dad, my real dad, lives in Tishomingo, and we see him a few times a year. Nothing happened to him. He's still there, and
DIVORCE. And you were a KID.
Yeah. And then number 7, how many tattoos do I have?
Oh, not enough.
All of them?
Not enough.
No, not enough. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7.
7.
7. Does anyone know where that reference is from?
DJ's favorite show.
That's my favorite show, Friends. Oh my gosh, my favorite show. I could watch it all day. I've seen every episode 47 times, but it's my favorite. I named my daughter after that show.
Well, that's funny you said that because somebody just asked how Houston got his name.
So I wanted Houston's name to be kind of like Weston's. Like I wanted it to end like STON or sound like something similar to Weston.
You wanted it to rhyme.
Yeah, similar. And then it just, Houston also happened to be Daniel's best friend's middle name. And so that is Houston. That's where Houston
still
came
is,
from.
matter of fact.
He still is
Fun
his best
fact.
friend.
No,
Yeah.
it's still his middle name.
Oh, yeah, that too. Both. Best friends and still his middle name.
He's called 3 times since we started our live stream,
Yeah,
by the
he
way.
has. He has. Him and Weston actually share a birthday too.
Different years.
Oh my gosh. Thanks for being Captain Obvious over there, babe.
Well.
And then Philip was Daniel's dad's name, so it's Houston Philip.
It had nothing to do with Jimmy Houston,
It
believe it or
didn't.
not.
It didn't.
Nothing.
I mean, we grew up watching Jimmy, like every Saturday morning. For me, in my house, my dad's house, my dad's house. Every Saturday morning, we watched fishing. We watched Jimmy.
Will Jacoby come back?
Jacoby was at our house last night.
Yeah.
And yesterday and the day before.
Yeah, and he was on. Let's see, he was on the last video. Like,
Yeah.
Jacoby hasn't gone anywhere.
No, he will always be around.
He's just not at our house every day.
Yeah.
I mean, during the summer, he's there
Yeah, during
4 or
the
5
summer,
days a week,
he's-
it seems like.
yeah.
But, I
Yeah.
mean, he
Sometimes
doesn't live with us.
No, but sometimes they need a little breather. Because boys are boys.
They do good.
They do
I mean, really,
really
they do
well.
good together.
Well, I was sitting out on the porch swing a few days ago and working on the computer, and the boys had gone down at our new golf course, apparently, that we have.
Our yard
Our yard. We don't have a golf course. I'm talking about our yard.
is a horrible golf course. But
It is, but that's where they've been chipping and doing whatever they're doing. And they were arguing back and forth. I don't even know what. You did this. No, this was my ball. No, I don't even know. And finally, I had to yell at them. I was like, that's enough. Does it even matter? And they just were like, Yeah, it matters. Both of them. They didn't say anything, but they were like, okay. So, anyway, that's all I have for the questions. I tried to even see some on here that I think I answered, but
At least on YouTube. Facebook is still not cooperating with us here. It's working. There's 233 people watching on Facebook.
Well, there was a lot more earlier, but hopefully
something's not working right.
Just
there.
lick the fish, someone said.
Just lick it.
Just lick it.
Lick it. I miss Ron.
Yeah. We did get to see Sarah. I know Daniel talked about it on his video, but we got to see Ron's wife, Sarah, while we were in Lola. Got to eat some lunch with her, so that was good. They're doing really well, and she's doing some photography and videography, I think.
Yep, doing weddings
stuff. Yeah. So, all right, guys. We've been on here almost an hour. How was the pond?
I'm chomping at the bit to get back home.
Yep.
It's better. It's a healing process, and it's like we ripped off the Band-Aid and.
Let's talk about that Band-Aid. When did that Band-Aid happen?
Which one? What do you mean? When did it just get ripped apart?
Yeah, on our anniversary.
I can't help that it rained 4 inches on the night before our anniversary.
It did. So then the whole day of our anniversary.
Listen, Linda, I can't pick and choose the days catastrophes happen. It just happened.
It did just happen.
And it's just getting fixed. And we're going back much bigger, much better. It'll be totally different than the disaster the first time.
I just want to know if you guys think that me and the kids should build a small pool.
No! We don't have anywhere to put a pool other than here.
Okay.
And we're not here all the time. I'm not coming over here to go swimming.
Okay. You would.
Yeah, but
we can't have one at our house. I fully grasp
that's a problem,
that.
yes. I have the most beautiful, gorgeous, natural stream with a big swimming hole.
Listen,
It's
Greg
amazing.
does giant swim ponds.
Yes, but I have one that's spring fed that runs right through our driveway.
No, that's different, and no.
Why is it different?
Because there's snakes.
If we build a swim pond and put plants and rocks and trees all around it, there will be snakes. They will come to the water.
Well, then we just need a pool.
Don't have anywhere to put a pool.
There's not snakes here.
Okay. We don't live here.
We're close.
You guys tell this.
Listen, I put a song on the radio, and the same song was still playing when we got here. That's how close we are to this.
Yeah, because you hit pause while you were on the phone.
No, I didn't. I wasn't on the pool.
I know we live close, but pools are a lot of maintenance. Pools are a lot of work.
Someone said I could get a pool boy. I don't know.
You could hire the high school kid that's out there detailing your pickup right now.
I could. He would do it, I'm sure. See,
apparently there's a lot of high school boys.
Linda said, I need a pool. See? Linda listened.
If it was Linda from the laundromat, I might take her advice. Laundromat Linda. I would be scared of her, so I would build anything she said.
Laundromat Linda. I do like her. Kendall Gray, they said we should do something with Kendall Gray. I think we are. You are.
I have not heard from him. We need to work on that. We work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kendall's wanting to come out and do some fun activities. I'm not going to say too much.
Yeah.
But I haven't talked to him in like 2 months.
Pool at the lake house. No.
We don't live there. It's too far. It's
that
an hour
one
away.
is definitely too far. That one's too far, and I don't want the liability since we're renting out that house.
Yeah.
So I'm not doing that. That's a no-go.
And it's right next to the lake.
Yeah.
So
Which, by the way, is still brown water.
It's
Texoma
like red.
is still yuck. And it's really hurting my
flooded.
feelings.
It's really flooded right now.
It's hurting my feelings because I want to go to Texoma, and it's just gross. Ugh.
Our lake is beautiful and pretty and clean.
And we have plans.
I know, but
for
what I'm
that.
saying, like this,
Yeah.
the lake here is beautiful and pretty and clean, but Texoma is not, because the Red River and the Ouachita River flow into it, and they've been at flood stages, and it looks like red clay mud right now.
Yeah.
This summer that we buy a lake house.
You know, that's just par for course. I feel like. Oh.
Okay, what else?
Okay, I think that's it, guys. Don't forget to go check out the merch.
Yep, everything's live on the website. There's quite a few orders have been placed, but we're not sold out of anything yet. We're trying. We try our best, guys. It is very difficult to know how much of everything to buy because every launch is a bit different, and it is so hard to know how many small, medium, large, extra large, 2X, 3X, 4X, 5X, and 6X in some shirts. We've had some 6s, right?
Mm-hmm. I have some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is
I
so
have
hard to
some.
know how many of each one to buy,
Yeah.
of every design, and trying to guess which ones are going to be good sellers, which ones are going to be kind of average. And it never fails. Like, we pick the wrong something, you know, like we'll buy a lot of like large, a whole bunch extra large, a whole bunch of 2X, then it kind of trickles down to less 3X, less 4X, and it's hard to get 5 and 6X, period.
Yes, it's really
We
hard.
get some, but then, you know, we'll launch, and then the next day we're out of 2X in one design. We're like, we had like 50 or 80 or something, and then the 2X will be sold out, but you still have a lot of 3X and a lot of extra large. You're like, how did everybody that needs the same size buy at the same time?
Yeah.
You know, it's frustrating. So we shouldn't be sold out of anything yet, though.
Correct.
We bought a bunch.
We did.
Not about too much.
Maybe.
Maybe. Hey, the worst case scenario, it sits on the website and it sells 2 months down the road.
Eventually. Yes.
I mean,
Maggie shirts, yeah, we are sold out of Maggie. I did 2 runs of those in the spring launch. I may bring them back later, but not right now. I didn't redo
someone
those.
said the comments go by so fast, I don't even know how you read them. We just pick one out every once in a while.
Yeah.
We can't read all of them, especially when you're talking.
Someone said, "How do you not have tall sizes? You do." Well,
Because
we don't need.
well, hang on. Small, medium, large, extra large, 2X, 3X, 4X, 5X, 6X. That's 9 sizes. So then we're supposed to also get large, tall, extra large, tall, 2 extra large, tall, 3 extra large, tall. It's just not feasible.
We can't accommodate all the things.
Like it's, and most of the shirts that we sell don't come in tall sizes.
Yeah, no.
Like the style, the brands that we sell, there's not even an option for a tall. It's kind
Yeah.
of like one time DJ was designing and making t-shirts, and someone asked for a medium husky. I said, isn't that a large?
Yeah.
Like, it was just a
For
t-shirt.
an adult, not a kid. Like,
Yeah.
I know there's a husky size in kids, but not in adults.
Medium
you
husky.
Just bump it
You
up.
get a large.
You get a large. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm sorry. We can't get, like, everything for everyone.
Yeah, no worries at all. Just, yeah. No, it was a great question.
No, I'm not mad. I mean, we're not
Yeah.
upset
Yeah,
about it,
yeah.
but, like, I mean, we're already buying 9 sizes in a lot of shirts. So then if we add 3 or 4 or 5 talls,
Yeah.
they're not going to be the same shirt. Like this one,
Yeah.
you can't get it in a tall. So then it would be
Yeah,
a totally
do you have
different
a
design.
medium? It's funny. The guy that actually asked for that is like one of our kids' parents, and
Not one of our kids' parents.
one of our kids' friends' parents. Sorry, I knew what
We're
I.
our kids' parents.
Sorry, I knew what I meant to say.
Unless there's something you tell me.
No, but I do call him Schmedium because he just said that. Can you say Schmedium? And that's what I call him. Not to his face though.
Well, that's rude.
Well, it's just between us. But it was just funny.
He wanted a medium husky.
He wanted a medium husky.
He's not a big guy.
No, but he wears them Schmedium. He does wear them Schmedium.
Some guys like him.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us. I'm sorry about the the service and the blurry, but maybe eventually. I mean, I could give you Chickasaw Telephone Company's phone number.
Complaint line?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
They would hate us. Okay, maybe don't call them, but maybe just say a prayer.
How about an email address?
Yeah.
Send complaints to this email.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We need we need good internet 4 or 5 times a year here.
Yes. I mean, it's not great just being here. Like, you can't even be on the TV and the computer and a phone without something lagging.
Yeah.
It's not good here.
Yeah.
So, anyway, yeah, Walker Farm Fam. Just takes a quick Google search.
Yeah. Chickasaw Telephone Company, Sulphur, Oklahoma.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
They're trying. They really are. They're trying. They just don't like us.
All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And as always, do your best. You gonna finish yours? Say yours?
No.
No? Are we just saying bye?
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Linda. I
Bye,
enjoyed
Walkers.
visiting with you, Linda.
No, you're just sucking up to Linda because you want a pool.
Well,
I don't want a pool.
who else do I gotta suck up to get one of those?
Please end this. We're going to turn it off.
Bye, guys.